Hello and welcome to Good Vibes with Good Times. First, tell me, how come you're looking so lovely during this lockdown when everyone else is looking so unkempt?
I love doing makeup, so let's just say that no. But like on a if I just want to be positive and not really, because like whatever said and done, I mean, I'm really blessed that at least I have a roof and I know my next meal where it's coming from. But otherwise, it's not been easy, the lockdown for me, because I have been 52 days without any human contact, all alone. I don't have
Yeah.
anyone, so it's not been easy for me.
You're all by yourself.
Yeah, I'm all by myself because I actually got stuck behind in Bombay. I was
Huh.
figuring out some things and I was like, okay, I'll go back. And next thing I know, I got stuck back.
My God, but seeing you're looking so cheerful and bright, it gives a whole lot of us motivation who have some human contact around, but are like, I totally need to social distance.
In fact, just the other day I was telling someone, I was like, the best thing about social distancing is like what has happened right now that, um, I have OCD. So I'm really happy that with this virus, at least if nothing, people are going to become more hygienic. But the most important is, I was like, there are some people that I want to maintain social distance from even after it's open. So I'm like, I don't know how to do, but I'm really glad.
But you'll be able to do it now because this is going to, this is going to be the new normal. So you can easily say, like, I cannot meet you. I can't give you any. So,
Yeah.
but, it's great that you have a release, I would say, in this time where, what's happening to your industry, the film industry. It's the OTT platform that's sustaining us. Exactly. So,
Yeah.
Reject, tell me a bit about it. I saw the trailer, you as an badass investigating officer. So, what was that like?
Honestly, when I met, so I know Goldie since a while now, and it's always been like, okay, we'll work on something, and it just so happened that when Goldie offered me, and I've been looking for an OTT platform to be launched, and when Goldie offered me Rejects, and I saw it, and I was like, what I really love about this show is that it's right now dealing with youngsters and their issue, and the fact it's not one of those it's not a kind of story that I'll end up doing otherwise. I think that's the best thing about OTT. You get to explore so much as an actor, so much as even as a script, as a story, you get so much. And honestly, what other platform to be launched than with Z? I mean, they have the spectrum of shows. Like I've been watching Barish, which is at Z. I love that show. Then they have shows for everyone. So I think that's a good thing about doing OTT. Everyone's got to watch it, and also that there's show for every kind of audience, for you, for me, for like kids. So it's really great.
And what I liked about the trailer was like it talks about the oddballs, it talks about the badasses, and it talks about a whole lot of people. And also, I feel it's extremely timely at this time. We've just had that boys' locker room.
Exactly.
What was your reaction as a woman who has been in this industry, and you've also like spoken about sexism in the industry? What was your initial reaction when you heard about the boys' locker room?
I'll just comment the only part that I know, like, because like I said in the beginning of the interview, that because I've been alone, that's one thing that I am trying to, I'm trying to avoid a few things in my life, because it's not easy keeping yourself positive even in this difficult times, and being all alone. I'm away from all my loved ones. I have to do everything. I'm trying to stay as positive as possible. So I'm not really following the whole case, but whatever I know, I'd just like to say one thing, that I think the problem is in our society, we are normalizing a lot of things. We're normalizing rape, we are normalizing, अरे एक और rape हो गया, अरे एक और लड़की को छेड़ दिया. We're normalizing these things. So I think it's just kind of become like, people think it's okay to talk about any gender like that. I think it's even, if you're talking about the same sex, it's really wrong. You have to respect every human being, but parents also not looking into it. Kids are also being overexposed due to social media more than anything, and digitally they have everything available on their laptop, and I don't think parents are really talking to their kids to really explain it to them what is right and what is wrong, because it's easier to give your kids a phone and gifts rather than actually having a conversation with them and trying to deal and understand what they're going through. So I think it's just sad to see that our society, our Indian society, where we say matlab Bharat ko bhi we call ma, and we are not respecting women.
And you've been somebody who's always been very vocal about the fact that give respect women, and
Yeah.
Do you see any change in the industry ever since you and a whole lot of other people started raising their voice? Do you think things are a little better now after Me Too and everything?
The problem is that eventually it's going to go back to that, I feel, because I also feel that as a society, our country feels that, arey, hamara problem nahi hai na, chup raho, and it's not happening to us. The fact that people believe it's not happening to me is the fact that they keep forgetting that it's not a possibility that it won't happen to you. The fact being that, yes, because most of them are from industry, so they know that it won't ever happen to them. So I also feel that somewhere they ignore it. They know it, but they still ignore it. And that's just sad to see. I like how Hollywood stood for Me Too. I like that a lot. Yeah, I really like that. But over here, half the time it's blame game. Also, it's sad to see, like, over here, a few of them even lied about that it happened. The women who are lying, they are not understanding that, imagine about the other women, And then there are men who are degrading women, that why is she doing this and all of that. So I just wish that over here people showed more unity rather than being that selfish.
And we need brave people like you who stand by what they believe in. And coming back to Reject, do you also feel with these OTT platforms, like actors like you can explore playing different parts? Because what happens in movies, I remember I spoke to you when you came with the Mr. Care for a movie, saying, thank God I'm getting something different to do. Otherwise, beautiful girl is going to be seen in a certain way.
Yeah.
But do you feel OTT platform is far more democratic and it gives you a wider canvas as an actor?
The best thing I want to really say about this show is that Goldie and I had this discussion also, and where Goldie told me, he's like, Isha, I remember when I met you. So, I was kind of made feel bad of how I look when I enter the industry, and that, oh, she only looks hot, she looks like a certain way, you need to change how you look, I'll tell you, give you a small example. I remember once I met someone, we didn't do that movie, but they met us and I was with my team, and they said, they told us before, we think Isha is the perfect for the lead, perfect, that's how Isha is as a personality. And they itna chadha diya that I was like, okay, the character really must be me. And they gave me the narration, and you won't believe the story was, the director goes like, there's this very rich, spoiled girl from Delhi. And I looked at him, and that's the first line he gave me. And I'm like, wait. I like, neither am I really rich, neither am I spoiled. I like, what do you mean? He's like, no, just how you talk. And I was just like, I talk in an articulate manner. That's also because I've got it from my dad, because he was in the Air Force, and, because I've studied a bit. But I said, even to study abroad, my parents were very clear. You want to study abroad? We want you to study abroad. If you can afford, go. If you can't, we can't do it. I was like, I come from an Air Force background. It's as modest as you can get. Yeah. And they said, no, it's the persona. And that's when I realized, you can't change how people feel, because everyone is going to see you a certain way. But accepting yourself how you feel, I think it's most important. And that's exactly what Goldie told me. He's like, Isha, now I see. And Goldie and I met, we've known each other for years, but last we met was a while back when we discussed something, work. And now we met again for work. And the only thing Goldie said is, he's like, I like that you have accepted who you are, and you're not here to try to mold yourself in like how others see you. And I felt so touched. I was like, Goldie, I'm so glad that, someone could see through me in that. He's like, I do. And that's what, like in Rejects, if you'll see Officer Rene, she's hot. I'm not going to take that away. She is hot. She knows she's hot. But it's just, who said glamorous women can't be strong? Just because, just because I'm a police officer, just because, nowadays you see Indian police officers I've been seeing everywhere, they look so smart. And just because you are, and I'm not just talking police, I'm talking in any field, just because you're a CEO of a company, you're a bad, like a, I want to say bad bitch, you can always like mute it, but you know what I mean? Like you're that boom, you're that babe. That doesn't mean you don't want to take care of yourself. You can always be great looking, well dressed, and still lead, a company full of like 300, 400 people. And I think that's what Officer Rene was. Like, she knows she's sexy. She's not taking that away. But, I mean, if James Bond can use his looks to,
leave them shaken and stirred, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Why should I be made feel feel bad about it?
Absolutely. And also, have you noticed, recently we've seen narratives. Recently there was Lara Datta playing a police officer. More and more women doing roles which were initially done by men.
Yeah. Also because I think finally the society is also accepting, and that is a great thing. I'm one of those feminists who love men. Like, I love my father, I love my boyfriend, I love people in my life, I love my friends. But that doesn't mean that, I want a woman. I mean, I just feel a woman can do everything and in heels. Let's just say, like, it's as simple. And why not? I think it's something so powerful, to be a woman. And I'm just glad that finally, that equality of pay and everything is falling in space now.
I'm so glad that it. And since your show deals with rebels versus oddballs versus badasses, which one are you? Are you the badass? Are you the rebel? Or are you the oddball?
I think I'm all three. I think that's the reason when I saw Rejects 1, and I was like, by the end, like the title of the show makes me a part of the family. Even though I'm not with Rejects in the show, they are the ones who are making my job difficult because, they think they know everything, and Officer Rene is after their life, but they are just trying to spin the wheel for me. But the fact that I'm also an oddball, I was also like felt rejected, but I'm a badass. So I think it's every character is honestly a part of Rejects family in this.
As you said, even you were rejected. Was there a moment in the film industry when you were rejected, but you come back 10 times strong and said, like, there you are?
Oh, a lot, many times. Like, I don't think that anyone has ever made me forgotten that, I'm not a part of the industry, or the fact that, I'm too hot. Like I said, like, they make me feel bad about how I look, how I conduct myself, my color. I think that's one of the things that I was made feel bad about a lot, about the complexion of my skin. But the fact that, I'm as Indian as it can be, and that I'm not gonna, there are a lot of them in our industry who start taking, things to make themselves look fairer, and, they're injecting themselves. This is who I am, this is who I'm born with, and I think I'll always be very proud of how I look.
And also, we've been seeing your Instagram posts of some very crazy yoga poses.
Yeah.
How are you doing that? What is your routine like? Your fitness routine like? You're looking awesome in this lockdown. Somebody can look like that. Lockdown for everyone.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. No, so like I told you, the thing is, because, so when the lockdown happened, my instant reaction was, instead of panicking, was, okay, now I'm stuck behind without anyone with me. My house girl, she had left way before to her village, before the lockdown even happened, because I was leaving for my film shoot on the 24th of March would have been my first day of one of my films, which was being shot in the UK, because we all have the work visa, and now, the visa is just there. So I think that was, the one of the things that really hit me, that, oh my God, not only am I without my sister, my dad, my parents, everyone, but I'm like, there's no one, to help me. And I think I immediately took charge, and I realized, okay, I need to stay really calm. I need to stay really sane, because I know there's still people out there who are meeting their friends and all. But for me, the thing is, I stay all alone. If I fall sick, no one will be here to take my responsibility. So I got into yoga immediately. I've been doing yoga. Honestly, I've been doing yoga since 8 years. But it's only been like just as a workout more than anything. But yoga during quarantine has kept me honestly so sane. I do 1 hour yoga every morning. And in the evening, like today after our call, I'm going to do yoga again, 1 hour. There are times I do yoga and HIIT, which is like high intensity training. And at times I do just like a cardio, just in my house, I keep going. Or I'm lucky that, though Bombay and all, we're in red zone, but every time I go down to feed the street dogs, then I wear my sports shoes. So at least there's a walk happening.
True.
Yeah.
And everybody's also very curious about that Mr. Special that you had put up pictures. Up to you if you want to tell us anything.
Well, all I can say is he is one of the reasons I've been sane. Because no matter what you say, it is difficult. He still has his family around. I don't. So I've been having I think today also I had an anxiety attack, and just like last week I broke down, and just the fact because you're like, oh my God, you're in your house. By God's blessing, at least I know where I'm getting my next meal from, and I have a roof over my head. But after a point, you're just like, oh my God, you don't know how long it's going to go. And I'm all alone, and I really miss my family. I miss my dogs. But, it is how it is, I guess. The other day, Mother's Day was there. So my mother and I, we've actually done a video call for 2 hours. And I swear I'm not kidding. It was 2 hours and we have danced. Then my dad woke up from the nap, came to the other room. Then he just was sitting. Then my dog he picked up. So it was so amazing. And from Kala Chashma to Tenu Soot Karta, every song, because we are Punjabi. So for us, it's like we both had a music on and we both are like,
awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
So during this lockdown, are you doing anything else? Like, you're managing the house, any course or anything new that you're doing?
Apart from my yoga, I've been learning how to play guitar, which is not that easy because, I don't want to keep cutting my nails. I don't want to say it, but it's a first world problem, but I'm reading a lot. I don't want to say I'm cooking a lot because that everyone is doing. I don't want to bake because that's such a waste of time. Cooking, cleaning your utensils, doing all of that. I don't want to do extra. But I think all the street dogs are giving me great company. But apart from that, honestly, more than I'm learning Spanish because my Mr. Special, he's Spanish, so he's a Spaniard. So I have to learn Spanish a bit.
Hola.
And I think just the fact, honestly, this is the best time. For all of us who feel that we are a little bit blessed also just to take care of ourselves mentally, realizing how we are. And honestly, there's so many DIY packs. That's another reason I think you're feeling I'm looking that good. Every day there's something new on my face and my hair. So
recent क्या लगाया सबको बता दो. Recent क्या लगाया?
So I think every oil in my house has been used, whether it's coconut oil, it's almond oil, it's olive oil, sarson ka tel, everything's gone here. I put egg also in my hair. I don't eat egg. I'm a vegetarian. So I don't even have eggs. So that's gone on my head, to my face, to yogurt on my face, to everything possible. I'm having, warm water with zeera and haldi, everything, like everything I can possibly do to keep myself occupied. Plus, to be honest, you wake up, you start cleaning the house, you work out, then you cook, you clean again, your whole day goes and you sleep so well, like you don't even realize what day is it.
Goals you are. And lastly, Isha, yesterday the Prime Minister spoke about Made in India. What do you have to say to that? Because it's high time that we encouraged our own industries.
I think that's touched me so much because, like you said, it's high time now. And, I loved what he said, that every international big brand was at one point a local brand. Like, Zara is a Spanish brand, but Zara at one point was not Zara. Zara at one point wasn't an international brand. So I just feel the same way like Khadi, like Narendra Modi ji said about Khadi. It is so true. Like, look at the fabric, so every time I'm abroad, when I go for a holiday, when I'm with my family or my loved ones, not like work, I always wear a sari. And it's the most simplest thing. It's not an extra heavy sari. It doesn't have any embroidery because it's easier for me to drape, and like silver, nice silver, easy jewelry. And you won't believe, like last time I did that and people looked at me and they're like, oh my God, where are you from? And I felt so proud because people have seen the deep club, everything. They've seen the, the thigh high slit gowns and like beautiful dresses, but no one actually ends up seeing a woman walking in a sari on street. And I was like, you know what? This is what Indian beauty is about, because it's just like, imagine just a 6-yard fabric makes you feel that beautiful. So I'm so glad. And I think now it's high time we have to promote all our brands.
Thank you so much. More power to you, and stay the way you are. We need people like you. Thank you so much. All the very best. And
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you in person soon. And now, jata ye bata do, what more can we expect after the lockdown is over? What new projects can we see you in?
So I've signed another series, which I'm really excited about. So before the lockdown happened, the series was supposed to start in September. It's a very different character. I don't think I've played a look that looks like that. Like, I'm talking just like look wise. I've never looked like that. So I think for an actor, that's always more exciting. Like how Rustam was. For me, I was always like, oh, Rustam, like it's exciting. Even Officer Rene, like leather pants, white shirt with this, harness. It's sexy. So this new series, because now it's the OTT way, and I'm so blessed that, I was able to sign something so good.
All the very best. I hope to see you in person and have this engaging conversation. Thank you so much.
Safe and be happy. See you. Thank you
so
much.
You too. Bye. Thank you so much, Isha. Bye.